Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity.
Ready when you are.
We are still in the Crucible Keep to look around a bit. We have found the affidavit of the, basically the paper that proves that the guy from the, I can't remember his name, Penhelm, who was a Crucible Knight, but he is now not part of them anymore because they kicked him out, and we should bring him his affidavit. Heirloom breastplate is someone else is wearing that, basically.
Not a problem.
But I want to look around a bit more. It looks like there are a lot of people, that they're just two justiciars, nothing else. This painting shows a row of warriors standing atop the walls of Defiance Bay while Adir ships sail away. Alright. We still have like the training room, the Shrine of Abaddon, and the war room. Let's go to the training room first. Can we talk to Wyla? We need to deal with Heritage Hill. No, you don't. I did. The Justicia's gaze flicks over to you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to the limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over at you again. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? Is something wrong at Heritage Hill? I mean, we know already, but I'm asking anyway. She lowers her voice. What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commandeers there. And yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. 2 months ago? That means that that girl must have survived in there for 2 months. I guess that her family was still alright at the beginning, but yeah, she said that they barred everything, but at some point they came in, so probably she wasn't alone for those 2 months, but only for the last few days. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. She shakes her head. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... I could look into it, I already did. She steps back and regards you. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there. Why should I let anyone in? Why can I not tell her that I already did it? If people are disappearing, someone's got to figure out what's happening to them. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks on at the novitiates. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this, you've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I send word to the guards at the gate. I already did. Can you tell me about Heritage Hill? Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago the residents all went mad, started eating each other, and anything else that had that bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. Now every novitiate that stands guard there, everyone that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors. She holds up one plate-clad finger. The why and the how are questions for the Animancers. I've sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. It seems to be working for now. If there's anything else, I must attend to my duties. What do you do here? I'm in charge of the keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. She nods at the group gathered in the training room. They're good soldiers and they've been quick to adapt to new challenges. Alright, farewell. But I already did Heritage Hill. Why do I have to do it again? Missing sentries. I have to find out about those missing sentries, right? Where is it? Is it a task? Yeah. Wyla, a Justicia in the Crucible Knights, has had several of her novitiates standing guard outside Heritage Hill go missing under mysterious circumstances. I've already been in Heritage Hill. I don't know what I have to do there still. Oh, there's Seda. Seda looks like she's had a bath and a few square meals. She smiles shyly. Yeah, that's the girl that we saved there. Can we not talk to her again? God damn it. I hope that's not bugged out, because maybe we have to find something else in there that's also possible. Oh, we can take that without stealing? Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. Well... Is there a priest here next to the shrine? Nope. Altar. I could put something there if I want to. This is the symbol of Abaddon, a colossal smithing hammer imposed over circular gear. It's smooth and bright with buffing oils. Alright. That's that. Now, let's just go to the war room. Nothing else you can do here. Oh, hey there. Oh, right, about the records archive. Let's talk to him. I forgot about that.
Strange place for a shrine to Abaddon.
Oh no, it was
Crucible
about
Keep.
this.
Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Derwood's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all any of those knights ever talks about is when are we gonna get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our lands? The High Justice wants to be an earl, says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. It seems like some members do still take their ideals seriously. We see it with the older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I feel for them, seeing all that slowly wearing away around them, with nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have the better people leading them. Okay, I thought it was about the records because we were there because
Ready
of
when
him,
you are.
but apparently it was just about this.
We just don't have the manpower.
Cleaver?
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
With so many newcomers, can't you just recruit more soldiers? More recruits means more training, which means more time from experienced soldiers that I don't have. He half turns away from you. Anyhow, I hardly see how this is any of your concern, but if you've got the time to ask me about it, then perhaps you've got time to do something constructive. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Warriors that can control our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at them, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Vienna lives with the rest of the scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. Animancy is tolerated in most parts of the republics, but some Vailians prefer the community in Defiance Bay for their research. I hope she hasn't been forced out of the city, or worse. Once you've brought in the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. Was there anything else I can do for you? So, you're in charge of the Crucible Knights? Here in Defiance Bay, anyhow. The High Justice is the leader of our order, but he's currently stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle. My job is to oversee our forces in Defiance Bay and to keep order for the Duke. Can you tell me about the Knights of the Crucible? He crosses his hands behind his back. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or in the Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city in Hardred's day. We've improved our training since then, but Dunred Ro can certify that many of our officers come from good to their wooden fighting stock. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the dozens have against you? He snorts. They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they've no patience for law and order. Can you tell me about these enterprising families? House Terminal, namely. Yeah, I've met them. I don't like them. They don't like me even more so. They're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. Their patriarch Gedmar has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about that. I see. Was there anything else I can do for you? No. Goodbye. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory in Copper Lane. Alright, there's something we do in Copper Lane as well. This document estimates the flow of refugees over the past 3 months. The figures grow by the week. This map shows the environs surrounding Defiance Bay, flags my strategic access points to the city. This is stealing, so I'm not taking any of that. But we can go and take a look at this. Development of the Crucible Knight Part 1. I'll take it. And Edict of Arrest. This edict calls for the arrest of Aeorn, whose recent actions have led to the death of a Knight of the Crucible. It requests reporting any information to Justicia Alsmer. It assigns Commander Cleaver. Oh, I'll take it. Why not? This would be stealing, however. Alright. Let's leave. We have the other quests to do. Enter Heritage Hill, for example. Take the scepter piece to Nance in the Brackenbury Sanitarium. Retrieve the stolen scroll. Find more pieces of the ancient sword. Okay, let's go to Brackenbury first. Actually, we also have to go to the embassy for
Balreach among them.
Palagina,
Does
of course.
that warrant attacks on innocent practitioners? Superstitious kith have spilled their share of blood.
That's no comparison. Animancers have the advantage of education, and with that comes authority and responsibility.
I have to say, it's wonderful to have someone to debate with. You'd think they'd be more welcoming of it at the law college.
Or we could enjoy a glass of wine and a comfortable silence.
Let's enter. Alright, we are at the embassy. Let's look around. First of all, books.
Ambassador Agosti, I would speak with you on a matter of some urgency and great importance.
Sighing as though remembering some heavy burden, Vixent or Vicent crosses his arms before replying. Palagina, if this is the same matter we previously discussed, I doubt I will be convinced any more easily. Ambassador, please hear her out. The ambassador praises you for several moments and nods respectfully. You're well known in Defiance Bay, Diego. Oh, am I? He smiled softly. Even in the Vailian embassy. Vixent, I'm calling him Vixent now unless I hear any correction somewhere. Vixent turns his attention back to Palagina. So you're keeping respectable company these days? He throws up his hands and shrugs. Hardly a good reason to go stirring up trouble with animancers and who knows else.
Ambassador, there are issues at stake here that go beyond rogue merchants and a port staying open. Animancy is under attack in Defiance Bay.
Palagina shakes her feathered fists to emphasize her point. We have to protect our interests here, but that also means knowing when to avoid unnecessary entanglements. The animancers and the locals have problems. They'll work them out, or they won't. Either way, there's too much to risk by getting involved.
If it is outlawed here, what would prevent the same from happening in our republics?
The ambassador's face vacillates between expressions of sympathy and frustration. Palagina, I do not think your concerns are unfounded, but it is not the place of this embassy to countermand the Republic's policies. If it makes any difference, Ambassador, I'm already looking into the matters Palagina has spoken of. It doesn't, but it would be fortuitous if your investigation took you to Twin Elms, because that's where Palagina needs to go.
What is it the Duke's need of me, Ambassador?
The Deerwood's instability has created an opportunity for us to take over their trade with Air Clanfath. We will need to meet with the Glanfathans soon to secure upcoming trade arrangements. The roads to Twin Elms can be dangerous, of course, but that's why you'll be our representative there.
Echosi, Ambassador. But won't this provoke the Deerwoodins? Their country is falling apart, and we're already dividing up their trade alliances.
Provoke them into what? Going to war? Through no fault of the Republic's, the Deerwood's armies have been deprived of any entire generation of soldiers. It would be foolish not to take advantage of the situation. If we don't, the Red Sirens will. Ambassador, that's some cold compassion considering what these people have been through.
More than that, Ambassador, there is a practical element to consider. We may profit in the short term from this arrangement, but what of the future? The Deerwood won't forget, and the Republics may pay the price for it.
The ambassador sighs. We're not the Dukes, Palagina. It's their decision, and our job to carry out the orders. It's not like they're asking you to assassinate someone. Palagina raises an eyebrow and clenches her jaw, but remains silent. Palagina, he shakes his head. Go to Twin Elms. Speak to the Anamanthath. Impress upon her the instability of the Deerwood, and reassure her of the Vailian Republic's desire to open safe trade.
Of course, Ambassador.
The ambassador nods and smiles paternally. He then looks at you. I know you planned on investigating this crisis together, but I hope you understand Palagina's responsibilities. Non-committally. Well, I'm going to be the honest part in this one. I understand, but we're still going to investigate it, responsibilities or not. Vixen Prussell's entrance to Palagina. Will the Dukes need to hear more about Palagina, Miss Ray's wild adventures?
Of course not, Ambassador. I will attend to the Anamanthath as soon as I am able to travel to Twin Elms.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. I appreciate that you stood up for me, but it's hard to persuade the ambassador to go against the Duke's orders.
Yeah, I'm going for the second option. It seemed right to support you, but I think the ambassador made good points. If you don't start following orders, you're going to get into more trouble with the Dukes.
I know, but it's still frustrating. I've spent enough time moping anyway. Now I just need to figure out how to get to Twin Elms before the ambassador loses his patience.
I mean, we can go there. She pauses in thought. Still, now I'm trying her French accent for her, because I remember. I fear that making this deal with the Glanfathans will further weaken the Deerwood and make trouble for the Republics in the years to come. I hope that was okay. I don't want to be disrespectful to French people with saying that. Well, it's a long way to Twin Elms. You'll have plenty of time to think it over.
Verus.
Palagina broke a trade agreement with the Anamanthath in Twin Elms. Where is Twin Elms, actually? Ah, here. Okay, well, yeah, we have to go to Deerford village first, to be honest. Maybe there's something else up here, I don't know. So far, we only know what we found here. Okay, anyways, let's look around a bit more. These postings show current prices for a range of commodities and they track the running exchange rate for the Vailian Lusk. Let's go around here. I don't want to miss anything. Select the correspondences of gift bringer item. Alright, this would be stealing, so not going to do that. Spread across the table are the blueprints of an in-progress trade deal between a merchant company from the Republics and a Deerwooden Werewool collective. The flag depicts the symbol of the Vailian Republics, a ship sailing beneath 5 radiant stars. Alright, that's all we had to do here, I see. Now it's time to go to Brackenbury. Missing sentries in Heritage Hill. Take the scepter pieces to Nance in the Brackenbury Sanitarium. Okay, so the Brackenbury Sanitarium.
Eder, how is it you Eothasians stay so optimistic? The world has not given your kind much reason to hope.
You get to a certain point and you realize you got two options. You can go mad with grief and tear out all your hair and check yourself into the sanitarium, or you can wait for better days.
Well, feathers in my case. But I understand your point.
Right, Brackenbury it is. It's nighttime, I have to go to the sanitarium.
Hey,
where
Allah,
still
can
people
I,
are in.
talk to your, your friend?
What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know.
No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says
Are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Anyways. So who was it we were looking for? Nance in the Brackenbury Sanitarium. I have to find Nance. There's Verna. Can we ask him maybe?
Good day to you.
Are you the Animancer who's been buying relics from Immortal? There's a large and rather notorious black market for uncatalogued Engwithan relics. I stay far away from it. Okay, so maybe we have to ask them all? Alright, not this one. I think I have to go downstairs because the ones here, they're all not talking. Let's go down. The music is still so eerie even though we've taken care of everything here. Mordred, maybe he's the one.
Hail and well met.
Are you the Animancer who's been buying relics from Immortal? Who? I don't have time to barter with adventurers, if that's what this is about. Then be quick about it. Yeah, it's not him. Maybe we killed, not killed him, but maybe he died already. Maybe it's the one outside, outside of the Brackenbury. Maybe it's Belisage. I don't think it's her, but no. I doubt we'll find them. Maybe it's the... Yes, maybe it's him. If he's still in here. He is still in here. It'll be some time before things calm down here. Alright, there's nothing... It seems there's no one. I can still walk around and check, but I don't think I'll find someone. It's probably outside. That woman that we brought the book to as well. Maybe it's her. I just thought it might be someone else because, you know... Maybe it's just that person. That's possible as well. The corpse is not there anymore. They already cleared it, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go back up. So yeah, if the person is not here, I mean up here, then, oh maybe, oh Nance, that's her. Oh, I didn't know, sorry.
Gods keep you.
Didn't see her. An elderly woman peruses the shelves with a quickness and an energy that belie her age. I'm afraid I don't practice anymore, child, too busy with my research. Well, Imadel sent me. He said you'd be interested in these scepter pieces we found. That chatty old fishwife's been blabbing about me, I see. She laughs and rolls her eyes. Never trust your secrets to a man with so much salt in his beard. Anyway, let's see what you've got. Nance examines the scepter, her eyes hooded by crinkled flesh. Imadel told you true, I'll buy this. Unfortunately, a broken scepter isn't as valuable as he may have led you to believe. She steals a glance at your face, but her fingers tighten around the piece in her hands. I'll take it off of you for 500. You seem a little too excited. What aren't you telling me? The corners of her mouth twitched upward. Sharper than Immortal, I see. The truth is I could repair the scepter. She runs her fingers along one of the pattern's pieces. It's broken, sure enough, but the pieces themselves are in good condition. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy, expensive alchemy. I've got to soak the broken ends in a fiend's blood, compound to reconnect them. Never mind the embalming work to restore the enchantments. She eyes you. I could do it to the tune of 1,800 pounds. Just pay me for the pieces and don't try to shortchange me this time. I don't need a scepter. I mean, Alof might need one. I'm not sure. I have the money, so I don't know. I'll go for the pieces, or no, actually I have enough money, so let me try to see the scepter. I expect you want to watch and see what their money's put to good use. Better get comfortable then. She lays out an array of powders, potions, and other obscure ingredients on her desk. You have lost 1,800 copper. After what feels like hours, she returns to the main hall with you and presents the scepter. Looking at it, you'd never know it had been broken in the first place. This may be the finest work I've ever done, if I may say so, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. Examining a piece like that is a dream come true for someone in my field. She gazes at it wistfully. Take good care of it. You have gained an item, Engwithan Scepter added to inventory, party gains, and so on. Engwithan Scepter. Can I help you with something else? No, I think that's fine. Let me see. Engwithan Scepter. Of course, I'll have to check here. Fine speed. It has the speed property, but apart from that, it's exactly the same as his scepter. Oh no, it makes more damage. Why did it look like it didn't do more damage? Oh, it's much better. I like it. Can I enchant it even more? Currently not, but maybe in the future. Alright, you're gonna wear the scepter now. Alright, clandestine cargo. That is finished. What is the next quest I want to do? The Blade of the Endless Paths, the Pearl of Whale. Let's go to Heritage Hill to figure out what I have to do there to finish this quest. Alright, here.
Come now, it'll be fun.
No.
Even just a single...
I'm not calling Isilmir out just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words.
Alright then, Heritage Hill. Find the missing guards. Let's talk to this Justicia. I'll keep an eye on things here. The thing is, I have killed everything already, so I'm not quite sure where I could find those guards. Oh, I can't take it out of the maximum already. I have no idea where those guards could be. I've already... maybe they just spawn here once I activate the quest. That's possible. Let me just... no, there's nothing here. Alright. Maybe it's the guards that this woman took in and put into her, I don't know, in the black, you know, in her, you know, the woman that kept, oh, that's where we were supposed to be. I think I'm gonna do this in the next episode, because this looks like we'll have to fight them. Lyra. Well, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity. Until then, bye bye.